Hey guys, in this video, we'll walk through how to use the time management page. Use this page to understand your options for managing time so you can quickly and confidently make the best decision. With that said, let's dive in. Okay, here we are at the time management page. Before we dive in, let's take a quick look at how this page is set up. The scoreboard and play detail sections are the same across the fourth down, time management, and PAT pages. For speed, whatever updates you make on one page get transferred across to the other pages. This eliminates any unnecessary updating, and I know firsthand how important that is. At the bottom of the page is the time management chart. This is where you'll see decision recommendations that are based on the scoreboard and play details from above, and the matchup customizations that we adjusted in the matchup settings video. The default chart's grayed out, but we'll go over it in detail when we walk through some examples. So let's do it. Let's walk through an example so you can see it in action. Now on the screen, you can see a game scoreboard that we'll reference for this example. And to keep it realistic, we'll start from the fourth downs page. So from here, let's use the navigation pane at the bottom of the page to go to the time management page. Now here at the time management page, since scoreboard and play details information transfers between pages, we already have the current game state. All we need to do is submit it from this page and evaluate the results. So let's submit it. On the chart, the lines are color-coded based on the model's recommendation. Red meaning call the timeout, yellow meaning spike it to stop the clock, green meaning play on or call your next play, and gray meaning take a delay game, abbreviated as DOG. The horizontal axis shows time on the clock for a 15-second window of time, and the vertical axis shows win probability. Use these to identify the best option or options. For time management, we recommend using a decision threshold of 3% or more, meaning you're looking for win probability differences of 3% or more between your options. And you'll see these most often at the end of the second and fourth quarters. Here, we're recommending a lower threshold than we did with fourth downs to account for general differences in win probability swings. In other words, win probability swings associated with time management are typically smaller than the ones for fourth down decision. With that said, to summarize this example, let's focus on the chart at the 1 minute and 50-second mark. Prior to this point, the win probabilities for calling a timeout, spiking it to stop the clock, and playing on are all within 3% of each other. The only option we want to avoid is taking a delay game, because its win probability is more than 3% lower than other options. Beginning at the 1 minute and 50-second mark, the win probabilities for both calling a timeout and spiking it also meet the 3% decision threshold when compared to the win probability for playing on. Calling a timeout or spiking it comes with a win probability of around 39%, while playing on comes with a win probability of 36%. So we're expected to go on to win the game 3% more often if we call a timeout or spike it, as opposed to playing on. For time management, it's not uncommon to have multiple best options, like we do here with the call a timeout and spike it lines. Don't get caught up focusing on small differences between options with similar win probabilities. Instead, focus on identifying an option or options that meet the 3% decision threshold, and then go with the one you feel the most comfortable with. The goal here is to give you the context to quickly and confidently make sound time management decisions. This chart also gives us the added context of seeing how the win probability for each of our options progresses as time winds down, based on the current game state. And that's it for this walkthrough about how to use the time management page. Check out the other videos and please reach out with questions or for more information. Thanks.